Named Archbishop of San Antonio by Pope Benedict in 2010, Archbishop Gustavo was born in Mexico, the eldest of 15 children. He professed as a member of the Missionaries of the Holy Spirit in 1975 and was so grateful to collaborate with the Archbishop and CTSA in San Antonio. So Archbishop Gustavo, it's great to see you. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me just for a few minutes today.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity during the Congress.
It is. The Eucharistic Congress has been incredible, and I want to ask you about that. But first of all, our viewers know your face and know you a bit from celebrating Mass on Sundays at the Cathedral of San Fernando in San Antonio. But what a beautiful and historic building, church, place of worship, sí o no?
Yes, it is. It is a place with a lot of history. It's in the heart of the city. And as a matter of fact, the cathedral has what is called in some places ground zero inside the cathedral. So all the addresses, highways are measured from the old part of the cathedral.
Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
So it's truly the center
of the city. And the people, they lived there before they built the cathedral. But that means that the community of faith was first. And then the building came in about 1931, and then was finished around 1947. But the people were already there. And it was the community of faith who built up the city of San Antonio.
It's truly interesting, even amazing story. I didn't realize that. I've been there. I've seen the cathedral with my own eyes. I've been to Mass there and prayed there.
Some people, when they said, I said, what is your address? They say Woodland, 2718. So all comes to here. 34 miles to San Antonio comes from here. So it's really the center. Yeah. It's beautiful.
We very much appreciate our collaboration with Catholic Television in San Antonio, and it really enhances our work, and we hopefully help you out a bit too.
It's a great help.
Jordan and
your
all of the
programming is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to do it, and when we see you celebrating the Mass at the cathedral, you have an obvious love for and devotion to Jesus' presence in the Holy Eucharist. Having experienced the Eucharistic Congress, how will that impact your ministry and even your personal spiritual life as you go back, do you think?
Well, the impact, I would say, is not clear yet, because there are so many activities. There is so much in few days, and so it's to unpack. But what I can see that will impact me is in how we are going to get the Eucharist, the celebration of the Mass, beyond our churches, beyond what we already have. In San Antonio, we have 172 parishes. So it's, we cover quite a bit, 19 counties. But it's still, like Pope Francis says, the peripheries. But also at the same time, he says, those closer to you. So it's that kind of a movement to go beyond. But also there are some people close to us that they are not been touched. They have not deepened their understanding of the Eucharist, the celebration of the Eucharist. So how we can bring it about, because I don't think it's just to keep it here. I mean, here the environment is all pro the Eucharist, but in reality, how to be bread, how to break bread with so many people.
Now you're one of 15 in your family.
The oldest.
Incredible. You were born in Mexico.
In Mexico.
And when you were ordained a priest as a member of the Missionaries of the Sacred Heart.
In Guadalajara, Jalisco, with the Missionaries of the Holy Spirit.
Well,
And then I was sent for the last years of theology to California with the intention to work with migrants.
Okay.
And so I have spent almost all my life doing that. I went a couple of times for masters, for studies.
that's
for
why you're
training.
so smart.
Oh, yeah, sure. You mean because of the migrants?
Yeah.
That's why I'm so,
Yeah.
but
The
that's
peripheries.
why, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What was it growing up with 15 kids in the house? I can't imagine.
well, it was, we were always many, and doing different things. My mother, the years that I was at home, every year she was pregnant, so she was not able to do the regular things that a mom will do,
Sure.
like a standing, cooking. So we take turns, and I just visited them and celebrated the 90th birthday of my father, and next
God
year
bless them.
next year will be the 90th of my mother.
Nice.
So they're good, and they're in love. Beautiful example of family, a couple. It's amazing.
You're blessed to still have them too.
Yeah.
That's great. Did any of your other siblings enter religious life?
I have a brother
Okay.
who is diocesan priest, and a sister that is a daughter of the Holy Spirit. But connecting with the Eucharist, I remember going to Mass every day since I was 5 years old, daily. And that has made a big impact in my life. You know, when I was going to receive First Communion, I was going to, when I was 6 years old, my mother and my father asked, who will be your sponsor? And I said, my brother, no, my brother, my uncle, who is a seminarian, diocesan. Well, ask him. And I asked him, you know what he said?
What?
He said, I was 5 years old. He said, I will, but every day I will pick you up at 5:45 in the morning to go to 6 o'clock Mass. Because you need to know who you are receiving. So that year was a preparation for my First Communion.
And of course, this Eucharistic Congress, the whole revival,
Sure.
the pilgrimages to Indianapolis are all about that, helping us to recognize more deeply who it is who comes to be with us. And when we walk out of the church, we take him with us.
That's
to
right.
the peripheries.
Yes, and that is another, not impact, but something that I am looking forward. We will test ourselves. We are here 55,000 people. It's a lot.
A lot of people, yeah.
Okay? What will be the impact in our communities? Because this is not just for us. It's for the sake of the world.
Sure.
And so how that will be the impact? You know, how bishops, we need to figure out, the young people, couples, families, because we have people of all ages here and from different parts of the country. And even many people that they didn't come, they participated in some way, locally or in some of the pilgrimages. But how we are going to carry on.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you walk around here and it's such a Catholic moment.
Right.
Everybody's Catholic and everybody's
we are
happy.
happy.
But we go back and real life sets back in, and it's not always as joyful. But we always have hope because Jesus is with us.
Yeah, and the other thing that I think is important, I think I already mentioned it, but is how we're going to bring the Eucharist to those who, for whatever reason, are not coming to the Eucharist.
Yeah. How many
Could be
times,
the
we
poor,
meet
the
parents and
homeless,
grandparents. Oh, my
parents
children,
and
my grandchildren, they don't go to church.
We cannot just say, well, sorry, pray for them.
It's not
Something has to be done.
Yeah.
Because of the power of the Eucharist. No, it's not just our power, it's the power of the Eucharist through us. So I hope and also that that will enhance our liturgies. You know, we need to celebrate. Always there is a possibility for a better celebration
Yes.
of the Mass.
Yes, yes.
And I hope this will encourage us to do it.
And I hope so too.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate again your collaboration. If there's anything that Catholic TV could ever do better, or something in addition to what we already do that could be helpful to you, you just,
Well, we are very
let me know.
grateful. Has been a good relationship, and the programming has been good for the people of God. And that is. And something that I say to you, because I know it, to be in communion with the Pope and with the Church. That is very important, because it could be good programs, but if the whole
Yes.
the whole thing is not in communion with the Pope and the Church,
I can't disagree with you
who
on
who are we? You know.
The people of the Archdiocese of San Antonio are blessed to have you as their shepherd, to walk along with them. And I'm blessed to know you, and I thank you for this.
Thank you
chat.
very much,
Yeah.
brother.
God bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Thank you to all the ones who help you.